It's time for Real Trash.
Coronet Films, the regional bagged cereal of studios.
The hell kind of a game are they watching? Trash!
Moon! Industry wins! Woo!
Oh, man, good game, but I was really rooting for trash, I gotta say.
I'm nervous. It's never good when Coronet tries to be artsy.
Hi on Springfield.
My name is Pat Curtis, and this is me, just a few months before my 18th birthday.
When I will hopefully reach puberty.
David fell, man.
Oh no, he did?
Yeah, he's hurt pretty bad, man.
On June 30th, 1971, 11 million Americans between the ages of 18 and 21 suddenly became eligible to vote.
After being bitten by radioactive voting
The
eligibility.
26th Amendment to the Constitution joined three others, which have broadened the base of our democracy. The 15th Amendment,
Why are they playing the music from Psycho?
the 19th Amendment,
On account of sex, also the reason I did anything at all from ages 16 to 25.
the 24th Amendment,
Allowing photos from the Great Depression to vote.
and with the 26th Amendment, youth power became a new political force in America.
The youth immediately voted for more
First
soda
thing is to
pop and
register.
candy.
That's what it's all about. I've already called somebody at the registration office to find out how.
Well, if he called here, he probably talked to me. I told him what I tell everyone.
Shut up and leave me alone.
Excuse me. Registration office.
Is that near the place of registration?
Well, you can register if you'll be 18 on or before the day of the next election. No, you don't need your birth certificate. But if you were born in another country, you do need to bring in your citizenship papers or other evidence of citizenship.
But if you want a real
Fine,
ID,
you're
you'll
welcome.
need every document you've ever
Registration requirements
touched.
vary from state to state, and often within a state. You can find out what they are by calling your local government office.
Your local government office, right by your local business location center and your local place of food obtainment. Right, they're leaving. We get it. Bye.
A lot of important things are going on these days, and most of them have to do with government. When you get right down to it, government is voters.
Oh, like how Soylent Green is people.
Take the police. Since the police work for the local government, they work for the local voters. And that means when you vote, you've got some say in the matter. Like, how should they deal with the public during disturbances?
Tear gas or lots of tear
Then
gas?
there's government at the state level. Like, shouldn't we have lower tuition at the state colleges and universities? And there's national government. Like, is space exploration worth what it costs?
Sure, the moon landing was only 2 years ago, but, what else you
And a
got?
lot of things have to do with government on all the levels. How are we going to rebuild the cities?
It's all up to this dog and this brave little girl.
How are we going to solve race problems?
Poorly.
And how should the drug problem be handled?
Can we codify Don't Bogart That Blunt into law?
And consumer protection. And transportation problems.
I don't know. Looks like things are moving okay.
And pollution problems. And war.
How can we do lots more of it?
That's off script, you young psycho.
We talk about these things a lot, but now we've got a chance to do something about them. But we can vote only if we register.
Teens are natural registerers anyway, so it won't be a problem.
Registration sometime before an election. For many states, 30 days is the restricted period. Except for this, you can register almost any time in most states.
Okay, fine.
Be that way, punk.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the statements you are making are true?
I do.
Okay, I'll fill this in and then you can sign it.
Registering procedure varies, but essentially, it's just a matter of filling out forms.
Is the narrator that tall, gawky kid years later, a la Wonder Years, remembering as a bitter divorced dad how idealistic he once was?
We'll mail you a
no.
verification card in a week to 10 days.
Thanks for clarifying.
Hi. Hello.
I read that in some places they were giving kids a rough time.
Ah, you just finished
I
Oliver
haven't heard
Twist.
about anybody having trouble where I live.
Pat's friends are registering in their home communities, using their home addresses. But what about students who live away from home at college? What is their home address?
And no, the Woodstock
Students
Nation
in
is
some
not an
college
acceptable
towns are
answer.
a large part of the population. If they vote there, some of the local people are concerned that they might lose control of their own communities.
Well, frankly, this is our town.
Mrs.
I doubt
Thornton
very
Wilder,
much if they'd
folks.
like to have us coming into their town telling them what to do. Well, we don't like it here either.
I think they ought to vote where they live and not here.
Well, we do live here most of the year round and care what does go on in this community.
This community,
So why couldn't we
what's
be
its
able to
name
say
again?
what
Like
we feel
something
by voting?
Berg?
There are other people who live here just a short length of time and not permanently, and they're able to vote.
Yes, I think it's all right for students to vote. It gives them a better chance to see how the government is run.
Oh, stabbed an artery. My bad.
In a few places, registration has been difficult for students, but most often, new voters like Pat Curtis have no trouble registering.
His bland waxiness
There's
makes
a
it
primary
easy.
coming up soon. I want to register in time for that. That's why we're talking a lot now about who to vote for. We're trying to make up our minds.
But we keep getting distracted by the increasing flare width in bell-bottom pants fashion.
A lot of people try to help you make up your mind during election campaigns. You've seen all this before, but when it's aimed at you, you have to make an effort to study the candidates and the issues.
Or just eeny, meeny, miny, mo that. Up to you.
And here's a bunch more names of people, candidates who died a long time ago.
Well, unless they're in the Senate, in which case they've now been there 70 plus years.
And MSNBC watchers all have strokes at the name Donald.
It's hard to really know all you want about people who are running for election. For instance, how they stand on women's lib, or welfare, or pollution.
And have they memorized Mao's Little Red Book?
One way is to keep an eye out for the public statements candidates make. What do they say about public issues?
Public issues? I'm all for 'em, folks. Vote for me.
Voters affect public issues through the people who hold public office. Learning the attitudes and programs of candidates makes your vote more effective.
Exciting issues like space travel and Norwich, I guess.
Cullen questioned it because he was still in the house.
Safety probes for aliens in training.
Asked what?
I forgot, man.
Well, that's a great idea. Kids need a post-recess martini.
You don't have to join a political party to register or vote, but you may want to if the party seems to reflect your own ideas and points of view. Supporting a political party allows your ideas to have more impact.
As long as it's one of two.
See how much they promise and how much they give after they're elected. That's what.
I'm going to be ready to vote when the time comes. All of us are.
We're one-issue voters. Norwich.
Voting itself is very easy. Newspapers, radio, and television will tell you when to vote.
The place you bought batteries from 8 years ago will send you
And if you
daily
don't know
emails
where,
reminding you to
can
vote.
find the location of your polling place by calling your local government office.
It's even more depressing than my wildest dreams.
Okay, now grab that roll of stickers and run!
First, you identify yourself by signing your name and address.
Slip 'em a 20 and they'll let you vote all day.
Clearly a three-person job.
The election judges check the rolls to make sure you're eligible.
The blonde woman is so jealous of her hair highness.
I think you misspelled it there.
That's some altitude there.
Can't have it misspelled.
You may vote by paper ballot, by voting machine, or both.
Vote both if you want to go to jail.
If you use a paper ballot, be careful to mark it properly.
A wang is not proper, but
Put the mark in the
hilarious.
box of your choice. An improperly marked ballot will be thrown out, and your vote will not be counted.
I'm voting for Pat Paulson.
If you vote by machine, you'll find instructions on it.
Pull to drown a puppy? Whoa! Glad I read the fine print.
There may also be a demonstration model of the machine in the polling place. If you have any questions, an election judge will help you.
Questions like, which Weasley brother am I?
We're going to register, and we're going to vote. And we're going to have our say in the things that are going on.
Kid, who'd you vote for?
I'm a haunted house and I approve this message.
The theme music from your local news. Democracy.
Another successful Milgram experiment.
Coronet defeats Truman.
Vote Norwich.
It's time for Riff Tracks.
Copyright by Riff Tracks, all rights reserved.